to be much in prayer for our service Sunday. Lord willing, I'll quit this in a minute, y'all. There it goes. Lord willing, and we're going to talk about this in just a few minutes. Lord willing, we'll be back inside. Those of you that are watching online, those of you that are watching on Facebook and on YouTube, Lord willing, we're going to continue to keep these going. But I want to thank you for your faithfulness to the house. I want to thank you and thank God for allowing us just to come and meet together like this. He's given us these opportunities. I know these have been trying times, but I thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for watching online. Looking forward to seeing every one of you Sunday morning at 11 o'clock. May God bless you, and thank you again for being here. Tonight, just want to go over a few things before we leave. Lord willing, Sunday we're going to be back in. But there's some things that's going to have to be done just for safety's sake. And I'm going to tell you, you have no idea how much prayer's gone into this. I have prayed and cried when we stopped meeting inside. And I prayed and cried about going back inside. And let me just say this before I go down through this list that I've got. You will have to admit that the majority of our congregation is getting some age. And there are people in this congregation who, because of different illnesses, immunities are lowered. We have to be careful. We can't afford to bring something in and spread. And I guess it really hit me the toughest when I heard about Doug Carrico and his dad. So, be patient with me. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I said, it doesn't matter what we do. If we do one way, there's some not going to like it. If we do it another way, there's some not going to like it. But just be patient. Sunday morning, planning on being back at 11 o'clock inside the sanctuary. Only the front door is going to be open. So don't come in the back door. Don't attempt it. The side door up there next to the wing, front door only. And actually going to try to be there to open that door so that people don't even have to handle all the doorknobs. The rest of the doors are going to be locked. The back hallway for the time being and Sunday school rooms going to be closed off. We're going to have to contain this as much as we can. And to be honest with you, cut down on some cleaning. And I'll get to that in a minute. Hand sanitizer is going to be located throughout the sanctuary. There'll be some in the vestibule. We were very fortunate. We were wondering when some was going to come in, and actually got up on a nest of it today. But you don't have to tell everybody that. Masks, if you want to wear them, that's fine. You won't insult anybody, but you'll have to supply your own. I've not been able to find any of those. If you want to wear gloves, you wear the gloves. You won't insult anybody. But when you come in, they need to be clean when you come in. They don't need to be some that you've been wearing out somewhere else. Not trying to be ugly, but don't wear a pair of gloves to Walmart and wear them inside the church. Sunday school, we're going to continue to postpone for a few weeks. I could actually, or a couple of weeks anyway. I'd actually hoped we could start back. But just on some of the closeness in those classrooms, I'm gun shy. Sorry, I'm just gun shy. My initial plan until yesterday was to have a song at the beginning, a song at the end, and a special singing right before preaching. A new choir is going to have to be held off for a little while. But then the infectious disease guy at Baptist Hospital said that outside of sneezing and coughing, singing is, for lack of a better word, the best way to spread something that's contagious. Because with singing, it's second only to coughing and sneezing to expelling air out. And that's the way that a lot of this stuff is being spread. Fellowship, shaking hands, still. And I'm going to be honest with you. You know me, if you put your hand out, I'm going to shake it. But I'm not going to offer to shake anybody's hand, okay? So don't be insulted there, because I don't want you to feel like you have to shake hands with me. Offering plates will be placed in the vestibule. Tithes and offerings can be given as you come in or as you leave. Every other pew will be skipped. We're going to have them marked off. Now that means that not everybody will be able to sit in the pew they've sat in for 40 years. That shouldn't be an issue. If it is, you can have my seat. Hopefully, sometime in the next little bit, because I know we've already missed one of our scheduled communion Sundays. Prepackaged communion. I don't know the right word, portions or whatever. We've already gotten those. So hopefully we can use them very soon. Bibles, blankets, Afghans, toys are going to have to be taken out and the pews emptied after every service. Because after every service, sanctuary is going to have to be cleaned. And not just cleaned, it's going to have to be sanitized. Due to what is going to have to be done after every service, right now, just planning on Sunday morning and Wednesday night being in there. Sunday evening, we're probably still going to have out here, weather permitting. If weather doesn't permit, then we'll do Sunday night online. And I know some of you saying, how long is this going to last? I don't know. I'm watching numbers on a daily basis. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm asking Gwen to watch numbers, and she's telling me what they are. Because even after Sunday, it's going to Sunday morning service, just to clean everything, it's going to take some time. So Sunday evening will be either in the parking lot or online. No one, and I want to phrase, I know that there have been lots of times in the almost 15 years I've been here, there have been lots of times that I've said, I don't understand why people don't come. I don't really understand. And if they was right, I'm not going to back up. But I'm going to say this very plainly. I don't want anybody to feel like they're pressured or forced to come after services are back inside. Now that's not an excuse to backslide on God and lay out of church. Amen. Okay? What that is if you don't feel comfortable, then you're not going to go tell everybody the preacher said if I don't come, I'm not right with God. If you've got any symptoms of any illness, stay home.
Amen.
You know, when this thing first come out, I'd sneeze or I'd cough, and Gwen would look and I'd say, don't worry about it, I got the COVID. Then I realized it wasn't funny. And I quit doing that. If you've got symptoms, please stay home, because you don't need to spread them to anybody else. You say, preacher, it might just be a cold. Well, if it's cold, you don't need to spread that to anybody else either. Mm-hmm. Let me just say this. Decisions have not been made and done lightly. There's been a lot of prayer. There's been a lot of tears that have gone into these. If, and I think it's getting ready to, if something is brought into the church, or if in Stokes County coronavirus cases start to spike, we'll cancel inside services again. And again, I don't want to act like or seem like I'm scared, and I don't want to act like that I don't trust God. But Jesus even told Satan, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. And as shepherd, it's not just my responsibility to feed the sheep. I have a responsibility to protect the sheep. And if you say, well, preacher, this is overdoing it, well, I'd rather err on that side than to open the place wide open and next week have some people in the hospital. Okay? We will continue to put services online. We'll continue to upload to YouTube. I say we will. I hope Gwen will, because I don't have enough sense to do it. But at least we will be back in the house. And I understand we worship God outside. And I understand that we could worship God under this church started in a brush arbor over there on, what was that, Tilly Road? Folks, there ain't nothing about being inside the house of God with God's people. So Lord willing, Sunday morning, 11 o'clock, we'll see each one of you inside. We'll have everything all cleaned up. When you look in the pews, there won't be any songbooks, because we're going to take them out where we can clean the pews. And if you've got anything in those pews that you've not gotten out yet, you need to get them out tonight. So if you do, tell me. I'll go unlock the front door. All right? God bless you. I love you. I thank God for you. And I thank God the way He's blessed us. Amen. Be careful going home. Thank you.